What is up, everyone, and welcome back to some more WWE 2K25 content. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different. We've played through the showcase mode, we've done all of the showcase, so now it's time for MyRise. So, I haven't seen any of this so far. I haven't wanted to ruin it. I don't know if you guys have. You probably have. I mean, it's been out a while now. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to get into our own MyRise. This year's MyRise story, Mutiny, has 3 combined save slots for your men's and women's division characters. You can now complete a playthrough and replay on that save slot to experience the story again with the same player characters and their overalls carrying over. The all-new live event match reward progress is shared across all 3. Okay. Also new this year, there is now unique story content that's only available on subsequent playthroughs. And as always, there's pivotal choices that can send you down distinct pathways with their own characters, arenas, entrances, weapons, my faction cards, and clothing parts to unlock. Try playing MyRise multiple times to maximize your experience. Alright. Don't forget you can import and export characters via MyRise. To import both men's and women's division characters, move over an empty slot and press RB to enter the character import screen, and then select create a superstar characters to import. You can export your characters using other modes by highlighting an existing slot. All right. This year, you must import 2 player characters, one from each men's and women's division. When you reach the designated moment in the MyRise story where it's time to create your men's and women's division character, if you have already imported a character, then that will be used instead of going to create a superstar. Please note that imported superstars overalls will not be imported. That makes sense. Alright, so we are going to import one. You must have at least 1 men's division and 1 women's division to import. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so after that brief intermission, we are going to import. Now, what I will say is I would have rathered, because I only really wanted to import Stephen Phillip, the women's one, it doesn't really get me excited. I don't know if that's just because I'm male and I'll identify more with the male one. I'm not 100%. I do really like the women's wrestling scene at the minute, but I wish they'd have just given me a, which one do you want to import? So here it's me, and then there's a list of options of like just randomly generated, maybe 3 or 4 that are just randomly generated, so that I wouldn't have had to go and create my own. Do you know what I mean? So there would have just been sort of 3 or 4 default options I could have selected for both male and female, and then it wouldn't have really mattered. That's what I'd have preferred. So yes, I definitely want to import Stephen Phillip, and then this is what I had to do for the women's one. In all of about maybe 10 minutes. We've got Blake. Now, I actually wanted to be called Willow or Raven, to be honest. It kind of matches more the character, but those names are not available for entrance names. So we had to go with Blake. A little bit of research on Blake yields that she's an evil sort of vampiric sort of character. So that's what we've gone for. We've gone with Blake. Okay. Right, so this is both of us, yeah. Oh, and she's a high flyer, because that's what I thought she looked. Okay, so we are now getting into MyRise Mutiny. Let's do this.
It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but But as a chief content officer, I'm gonna drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era.
Okay, so we're already in our first one. Important decisions crucial to your MyRise are marked with that. These icons signify a decision that changes the trajectory of your story, including which story content will become available later. Try playing MyRise Mutiny multiple times to experience different paths. When presented with this icon, you will see that. Right, okay, so yeah, we've got to play it loads of different times to get all of the stuff. That makes sense to me. These ones as well, I'm not going to sort of Google and see what I want to do to see if I get the best ones. I'm going to go for it, and then if I need to, and if you guys wanted to see it, I'd record it again, me going through the whole thing, but I'd go for it again and just get everything. So I'd get up to a certain point where I need to get everything and go, right, what's next? Oh, I need to go back and get another one, right, I'll restart a new, just to get everything. But for this bit, I do have to say, before we make any decision, I love a draft. Absolutely love a draft. Like, that gets me... the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania season, just in general, and maybe a Money in the Bank. Oh, they just get me so, like... I don't know, like, anything could happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, they really do get me those sort of excited. But a draft is up there as well now. I wish WWE did it a little different, where sort of, they had a draft maybe at the start of a year or just after WrestleMania, or I don't know. They had sort of a draft once a year, but then they had sort of, because they've dubbed it a transfer window this season, and we've seen it, but like, it's not gone. So in England, obviously, we have the Premier League and the transfer window there. Everything's publicised. There's little rumours kicking around. They could make up so many rumours. It'd be indistinguishable whether it's happening or not. And make some of them true and make some of them just absolute fantasy. But that'd be great to see, and then make the transfer window more of a, either every brand has a budget or every brand can sign 5 or swap 5 or whatever, put a limit on it or something, so once you've got that amount, then that's it. And make it up to sort of like Survivor Series or something, so that if you're drafting if you're in the transfer window around Survivor Series, you're trying to build the best team for War Games. So maybe you're thinking about that for your War Games team, or you haven't got a decent tag division and you need a tag team champion that could go up against Raws, something like that. I just think it could be better. But let's get back into this, and we are going to compete in the men's division.
This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as...
Okay, so one of the top stars on Raw, one of the biggest names from SmackDown, the top star of another promotion, or a decorated MMA champion. Now, I have to say, with what MyRise is called, and with what WWE and NXT and TNA are doing, I'm more toward this, the top star of another promotion. Now, I get why we're not a newbie, a brand newcomer, because that, we've done that sort of. That's an easy MyRise to do, from nothing to triple, quadruple, Grand Slam, multiversal champion. I get that. Maybe I'd have liked to have seen on the, top star of NXT. I'd have probably picked that, because at the minute, I genuinely prefer the NXT broadcast over Raw or SmackDown. I think there's just something different about it. I don't quite know what it is. You just feel like there's something about it, I'm not bothered about the decorated MMA, and I wouldn't be going for one of the top stars on Raw. I feel like Raw is a celebrity brand. That's where, you get Jelly Roll, Travis Scott, Logan Paul. You get all of those. I feel like SmackDown is sort of the workhorse brand of WWE now. But the top star of another promotion, I think I'm going to go with, because it's called Mutiny. I have no idea, but Mutiny, in naval terms, means like taking over a ship, like the crew stand up against the captain and overthrow him, which, by the way, like leads perfectly into my guy's sort of aura about him. I'm not going to get into that too much here, but we're going to go for the top star of another promotion.
As the top star of another promotion. That's right. I think you know who I'm talking about. They could be the next AJ Styles, the next Jade Cargill, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
The CCO just alluded to the fact that we might have a rival promotion star going #1 overall.
Oh, I can't wait for draft night.
Alright, so I just have to let you guys know completely off the bat that this geezer does not look anything like me. Alright, yes, I have a beard. My hair is not shaved into that style. I just think it looks cool. I am not that muscular. I mean, I go to the gym, you know. My fiance would probably tell you I look exactly like that, but I don't. All right, that's not me, Stephen Phillip. That's not my name. It's sort of a persona I've developed over the last 3 or 4 different WWE games. It's a play on some of my real names and it's a lot of different things. All right, but let's get into some of these then. I can't even pronounce that, but it's something tastic. Tastic, I'd go for. The craziest rumor I've seen is Mozzanation. What? After a coin toss between the GMs, Raw has won the right to have the first draft pick in the next week's draft. Rumors are swirling of who it could be. And then, how do I get to DMs? I go back. Okay, there we go. Social media feed. Social media provides another way to engage in stories. Social media posts appear in your social media feed, and direct messages appear in your DM inbox. Trust me, no one is DMing me. New to MyRise this year, storylines will not kick off from social media or DM, but still be sure to check your social media and DMs for important story content. Okay, I kind of liked that. Not you'd get sometimes where I think she was called like Fanny Fanatic or something, a tweet you and you'd be like, yeah, I could definitely beat him in a dream match, and then it'd be you against Andre the Giant. Not a fan of that. I did them all obviously just to try and sort of get all the stuff, but I'm glad that I'm not doing that anymore. But I wish there was still something from social media / DMs, but I don't know what they've done instead of that to get optional storylines. So that's something to look out for. So even when you're in an ally storyline, you can still check the social media and DM content relevant to whichever superstar you're playing as. Okay. Oh, so I could check my social media feed and I think did I call her Blake? I think it was Blake, wasn't it? Yeah. Hearing that Mozzanation's contract has expired and they're officially a free agent, and now the draft is next week. Coincidence? Mark for life there, putting it out there. Triple H. A new era forges ahead next Monday on WWE Raw with the start of the WWE Draft. Lawden? Yes, Triple H. The new era does begin next week, and it will be built on old bones. Okay. Oh, that there in the top left for Lawden, his profile picture, that looks like the Mutiny logo that we're going for at the minute. So, CM Punk. Some of you need to stop listening to criticism from people you wouldn't ask advice from. Yeah, I give you that, Punk. I give you that. Next week on WWE NXT, the intergender NXT Unity Tag Team Champions JC Jane and Lexis King will defend their titles against Sean Spears and Call Me Psycho. I think that's Psycho Sally from last year's one, who will walk away with the gold. Oh yeah, so obviously I think there's a lot of the intergender stuff in this as well. Like I think they introduced intergender championship. Well, not introduced it for this, but there's intergender champions in this as well, I think. Don't miss the latest episode of TBD featuring matches from the Battle of Las Vegas 10. It's going to be fire. Alrighty. And then we've got some DMs. So, OG Rose. I've seen the reports online, and we go way back. So can you give me a hint of where you're headed next? Is it WWE? If not, you know you're always welcome here at TBD. So TBD was last year's promotion, I think, that we worked with. Yeah, we'll not be going back there. Okay, that's everything from here. This is a MyRise hub menu. If the Switch player menu is available, that means you can select it to play storylines or live event matches as your other player character. You can also check your social media and story progress, customize your look, entrance, and victory, and upgrade your attributes. Okay, so For Blake, I haven't really gone that far in depth. For Stephen Phillip, I have, because this is someone that I'm going to use in Universe. So all the moves, everything is done for Stephen Phillip, the entrance, everything. Blake, I've just took a random entrance and put it on. It looks good. I just created a short video for the entrance thing that just says Blake. The moves, I just selected the finishers. I have no idea what our actual moveset is. Can I upgrade anything here? It's where you can upgrade your superstar. Attributes are categorized into different groups with 10 levels to each group. As you finish storylines and live event matches, you will gain upgrade points that allow you to increase a significant group to higher levels. Pressing Y allows you to see which individual attributes are tied to each group. This is especially useful if you're looking for which group to upgrade in order to raise a specific attribute. We do have 5 available. So that's for... Striking is for arm power. Grappling is for grappling and strength. Yeah. Okay. Submission, defense, resiliency. That has a pin escape. Right. So we're going to go 1 in resiliency. We're going to go 1 in grappling. We're going to go 1 in defense. And I actually think striking. So some of Stephen Phillip's stuff are like knees. And I guess it's a run-in one as well. So we'll go for 1 in everything, all right? But you guys you'll get to know a little bit more about Stephen Phillip as we get through this. And that's kind of what I intended this to sort of be, is that, you know, we wouldn't all know straight away who he was. What's in here? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Appear. Oh, no, I did not mean to click that. So there you can see his attire. I didn't get to read that last time, but I'm sure if you pause it, you can... right, okay. This is the MyRise hub. You can discover story opportunities from here by talking to people in this hub. You can also enter the all-new live event match feature by talking to Troy Simpkin. Live event matches allow you to further upgrade your character and earn special rewards. Icons next to each character in the hub tell you whether a story is a bold story, comedic value, scheming, or ally. Live event opportunities will be displayed by Live. If you want to go through the main path story quickly, focus on completing your designated personality storylines and ally storylines, along with the other main path content. If you prefer to level up your character's attributes and earn exclusive rewards, make sure to take a bit more time to play the live event. Well, we will be playing the live event matches, so that's all for me. The rest of this I can't really do much with at the minute, so let's talk to Troy then.
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you too.
We are so excited for your arrival in WWE. And by the way, I've heard how things are handled where you're coming from, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Nothing but professionalism on this side of the fence.
Don't believe everything you read online, but that's good to know. So, what's the plan?
We want your impending debut at the draft to stay top secret. So to keep all the internet sleuths guessing, management thought it would be a good idea for you to compete for another promotion one last time. So, where do you want to go?
Okay, so here we get a choice. We either go Japan, Mexico, or TBD. I think I'm probably going to go Japan because it said something about being in New Japan Pro Wrestling on the cutscenes. I don't want TBD. It seems a bit... not a downgrade necessarily, but if I'm going to be on... you know what I mean? If I'm switching to WWE... well, that would really throw people off, wouldn't it? I'm going to go Japan.
I wouldn't mind one more match over in Japan at PWJ. Can you make that happen?
Sure thing. Just don't get injured. And a win would be nice. We'd look like idiots if our big free agent lost before their debut.
Got it. I'll take care of business.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's just that in the past, WWE superstars had to wear whatever we told them to for their non-ring attire. And as much as I miss those days, that's no longer how it works around here. It's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever you want.
So I can dress how I want to dress? I assumed that was the case, but thanks for confirming.
All right, we better wrap this up before any looky-loos start pulling out their phones. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Alright, so we're throwing people off by having another match in New Japan. Nothing in this menu, so we could talk to Jade.
It's been a bit. How have you been?
Oh, see now,
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one hell of a run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things.
Yeah, now I assume this is because I picked other promotion. I assume if I'd have picked Raw or SmackDown, it would have been a Raw or SmackDown person. If I'd have picked MMA, maybe I'd have had Shayna Baszler or someone like that.
I appreciate that. And from what I'm hearing, you might be following in my footsteps.
Maybe. You never know where I'll show up next.
Really? Because I just saw you talking to a WWE producer. But if you don't want to say, I respect that.
Just keep your nose out, Jade. How about that?
Thanks, Jade. See you soon. Maybe.
And Stephen Phillip follows no path, all right? We forge our own. And we are heading off to Japan. PWJ, don't miss the hottest free agent in wrestling. Mozza Nation versus Chosen at PWJ. That I don't even know. It's something tastic. That's what I'm gonna call it. Just tastic. Wait, what? Now I don't know what to think. Exactly. That's what we wanted. We wanted people to not know. There you go. It's become one of the most talked about stars in wrestling, with speculation about a move to WWE. Excitement is building. That's as far as I got. Damn, this is a big boy arena, ain't it? Obviously, there's no music, guys. Remember that. I'll let you watch a little bit of this entrance. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we'll get a little bit of the entrance done. All right. So that's the gear that I actually did choose. Yes, that's correct. I mean, you guys can make up your own mind about the guy, the entrance, all that stuff. Feel free to let me know. You know, I could take criticism and I can really take a compliment. Let me tell you. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think. The gimmick behind it is outlaw. So where I'm from is very close to Sherwood Forest, and obviously Robin Hood. So I kind of chose a little bit off the outlaw bit from that, you know, he'd sort of be a little bit of his own trailblazer. The arrow thing kind of plays into that being the outlaw. Yeah, it is just sort of not necessarily a dark character, because obviously Robin Hood stole from, you know, the rich and gave it to the poor. So, you know, sometimes he does the right thing, sometimes he does the wrong thing. He's just a guy, you know, he's human, all right? He's not Mr. Perfect. Well, not literally the wrestler. He's not perfect. He's a guy, all right? So, but I don't know. The outlaw thing always kind of stuck with me because of where I'm from. We'll watch a little bit of Chosen's as well. I didn't mean to show you that entire entrance, but we saw it. Obviously, we all know Chosen from last year. Yeah, let's get into this one then. All right, so this is actually my first time playing as Stephen Phillip in this game. I haven't got to him yet in this. Oh no. I wanted to start with the chain grapple. I haven't been able to do that either. But I think that's now... I think that might be gone now. I'm not sure. I believe you have to hold the Irish whip button. Here we go. Right. Chosen wanted to get into it. Yep. Okie dokie. Yep. We just need to fill the meter. Yep. We'll go with that. Oh, Chosen got there first. Do we get a clean break? Yeah. Oh. Well, we've not looked great so far, but that's all just playing into it. Ooh. So some of the logos on Stephen Phillip have been imported from Community Creations and stuff. You know, the stuff that I've found online and just bought into the game. Nothing's my own. It's all just images that I've taken that look cool. All right. So nothing's set in stone either. I mean, for this first playthrough, I think I'm going to leave it as is. If you guys wanted to see a sort of a different vibe, maybe a giant or a pure striker or someone entertaining like The Rock or something like that, feel free to let me know. Obviously, this guy is not going to be the big talker on the microphone. He's sort of the... Oh, Chosen busted open already. He's sort of just, I don't know, the quiet guy in the corner, you know? Let's go for it. Oh, tried for a grapple on the ring there. So I have got the camera set to the ramp camera, but in this one, I don't know. Maybe the mode isn't. Maybe the mode doesn't work for MyRise. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's the arena that we're in. Oof. Nice. Inseguri there. Get us back on track. We'll go for a whip into the barricade as well. Ooh, right in front of the strong style shirt. Ooh. Nice knee. Nice. Right. Let's get Chosen back in then. Oh no, he's reversed us. We're back in the ring. Ooh. Alrighty. Ooh, he gave us a little dead leg there. Did you see that little sort of wall? Ooh. I'm just waiting for that gold bar to fill up a little more, and then we're going to go for it. This one. Yeah, baby. Ooh. Right, time for a signature. We're going to go for the powerbomb into the knee. It just looks brutal. Oh, I don't know why. It just looks cool, all right? Just let me have something cool, guys. Right, we're not going to go straight for the finish because I thought it'd be a little bit more away, you know? So we're going to wind our way around. Ooh. Oh, and a reversal there. And now we hit the finish. Oh, yes, that's it. That has to be it. 2. Oh, Chosen. Alrighty. Oh, I've got to stop going for that. Sorry. It's a natural sort of place for me to go. Is that a we're not worthy chant? There we go. Oh, oh. He's waking us up. What's he waking us up for? Is this a sig? I don't think it was, because we'd have got the bar from... Oh! That was a signature, though. Oh! And this is our signature. Just a nice impaler. A bit like, I think that's Jacob Fatu's finisher. Nah, we're not going to let him get away with that. Nah. Get back up, son. And we're going to go for it again. Ooh, nice. And 1, 2, and the 3. Beautiful. I did actually put 5 finishes on my guy as well, so at one point I will show you all the finishes and stuff. If you want to see that, I won't bore you with it if you're not interested in it. But I sort of went through every move to try and pick what I thought was the best for Stephen Phillip. All right, so we got the win there in PWG. It's awfully quiet in PWG. Did they not like me or something? I'm pretty sure I did pick me to be a heel, but I don't know how that's going to go. So, first victory down before the draft. Let's see what that leads us to.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
And it just got even bigger. It's the hottest free agent in wrestling.
Will they be the #1 pick?
All right, so I thought we wanted to keep it top secret, but now the commentators have just said that we're here. So that's not really been kept too secret, has it? Mosnation is here for the start of the draft on Raw. Don't miss the huge night. See, now, if they really wanted to keep it a secret, they wouldn't have announced it, right? I don't know. Oh, we've got an attribute point. How many? Oh, we've got 8. Okay. I'm going to pump it into resiliency. I think that's probably going to be one of the main ones to go for, because that's going to make me... Well, it's going to make it easy to kick out of situations, ain't it? All right. And then let's talk to Kathy Kelly.
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem. And it's Kathy, right? Good to meet you.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
All right, so here we go. We've got bold and brash, comedic and fun, scheming and calculated. Now, as an outlaw, you're gonna have to be scheming and calculated, you know? And that sort of plays in well with Outlaw. It sort of plays in as well with the rival promotion stuff. Maybe comedic and fun would as well, because, I don't know, there's been maybe one or two, R-Truth and Santino Marella that really stick in your mind about comedic personalities that you've gone, yes, I want to see them more. Bold and brash, I think everyone in any wrestling promotion thinks they're bold, brash, they're something new, they're the biggest thing, they're completely different from everything else. So I'm going to go scheming and calculating.
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
I can see how that got you here. So then, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Alrighty, now we could talk to the man himself, Triple H.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
Yeah, I kind of missed that. I didn't really think of DX as a comedic value, but they were. They're a huge comedic value, especially in sort of the Attitude Era style when they could get away with more jokes. So I wonder if I got some of those dialogue choices because I picked scheming and calculated. I wonder if I'd have picked brash and bold if it'd have said something else. I think it'd have still been to Triple H because I think Triple H has been kind of all of those. Comedic, obviously I've just been through that in DX. Scheming and calculated. It was also bold and brash, you know. It was the new thing, you know. He came out. Even DX itself was bold and brash. So let's continue the story and see if we are indeed the #1 draft pick.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one. Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown. Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here. Now talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
All right, draft night complete then. So we've got a couple of suits there. May have to alter the entrance video a little bit, just make it a little bit higher for Raw and SmackDown and stuff. If you wanted to pause those and see them, because I didn't have a chance to, you can do that. Modern Nation has made history as the first overall pick of the WWE Draft. Raw and Scrap Daddy AP got a good one. It always makes me laugh every time I see that. You can't ignore it. The new era has begun. That's Larden again. Is that who attacked me? We're looking into what happened. Is we take our talent safety seriously. Definitely not how we operate around here. We have it handled though. So stay positive and focus on what's next. Do we get any attribute points? I can't imagine it just from appearing at a draft in a cutscene, but we did. All right. I am going to go again. I'm going to pump some more into resilience until I basically can't. So I think the next couple are probably going to be striking. Maybe defense as well for reversals. And yep, that's all we can do so far. But guys, that is where we are going to leave the very first episode of WWE 2K25 MyRise. I really hope you've enjoyed this, guys. And I look forward to bringing you more of this. And obviously we'll letting you know a little bit more about my character and stuff like that. I hope you guys are interested in that as well, because I think a lot of us that play this have ideas of maybe not necessarily what we'd be like in wrestling, but what we like to see in wrestling maybe is probably a better way of describing it, and I think we just put that on ourselves. So I really hope you guys do want to know more about that. If you do, feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any other suggestions, or if you'd like to see maybe a different type of person, another playthrough of MyRise. Let me know, and I will see you all in the next one.